Hi, dear children. Welcome to second part of ninth standard history chapter, Vijayanagar Empire. In the first part, we have learned about the rulers who established Vijayanagar Empire and the important rulers of Vijayanagar Empire. Today, we are going to learn about the contribution of Vijayanagar Empire, cultural contribution of Vijayanagar, administration. The administration in the Vijayanagar Empire was carried on the traditional manner. The kings selected their eldest sons as their heir. The central administration was strong and some powers were decentralized. There were different bodies like state council leader, village administration. The kingdom had various administrative levels like the state, Nadu and village. The king would give land to the leaders in return for their military services. The king enjoyed absolute power in judicial matters. The provincial officers used to dispense justice in the provinces. Punishment used to be severe. The village was the last level of administration and Grama Sabha used to carry on the administration in Gramas. The Gauda, Karnam and Talwar used to assist in the village administration. In the provinces, the Nadagauda and in the cities, Pattanaswami used to look after the administration. Vijayanagara had a mighty army. The army consisted of three hierarchies of troops. They were permanent troops, troops sent by vassal state and troops of royal guards, infantry, cavalry, elephants and cannons were the main division of the army. Cannons began to be used in wars from 1368 onwards. There were mammoth elephants, horses brought from Arabia were a major attraction at Vijayanagar. There was a naval squad in the army. People from all castes would occupy high positions in the army. Forts and moats played an important role during the wars. Social system. The society was based on Varna based social system. However, there was also occupation based caste system. There were many skilled artisans, blacksmiths, goldsmiths, bell metal smiths, carpenters, weavers and cobblers in the society. The practice of child marriage, sati and devadasi system were prevalent. Though monogamy was the common practice, kings and rich people had many wives. Women enjoyed a dignified status in society. There were female wrestlers and female palace guards. Holi, Deepavali and Dasra festivals were celebrated publicly. Dasra festival used to be celebrated with pomp and glory at Hampi under royal patronage. Music and dance enjoyed great popularity. Economic system. Vijayanagar was economically prosperous. Land tax was the main source of revenue for the kingdom. Farmers used to give 1/4 of their income to the government in the form of tax. Professional tax, revenue tax, road tax, market tax, commercial tax, import and export taxes, and tribute from the vassals were the other form of revenue to the kingdom. Agriculture was the backbone of the economy. People grew different kinds of crops throughout the year. Jowar, ragi, paddy, pulses like green gram, black gram, sesame seeds, groundnuts, cotton, sugarcane and coconut were the main crops. The kings constructed wells, tanks and canals to encourage irrigation and agriculture. There were 5 kinds of practices of land holdings like Geni, Guttige, Siddhaya, Vara and Gadi. The Vijayanagara Empire had achieved great progress in the field of industries and commerce. Spices like pepper, clove and cardamom, saltpeter, iron ore, diamonds, granulated sugar, musk, sandalwood perfumes were exported by them. There were important textile industries. Coins of different denominations like gold coins, Gadyana, pagoda, silver coins and copper coins were in use. A religious system. Vijayanagara Empire enjoyed the distinction of having encouraged all religions equally. The atmosphere was such that Sri Vaishnavites and Jains could forget their religious differences and live in perfect harmony. The early kings of Vijayanagar patronized Shaivites and Veerashaivites, whereas the latter kings encouraged Vaishnavites. And during this time, masjids and dargahs were built for Muslims. The kings of Vijayanagar developed business with the Portuguese and encouraged Christianity by giving permission to construct churches. Literature. Literature flourished during the time of Vijayanagar due to the peace and orders and economic progress. Various works were created in Kannada, Sanskrit, Telugu and Tamil languages. The important Kannada work of this time are Ratnakar Varnis, Bharadesha Vaibhava, Chamarasas Prabhulinga Lele, Kumaravyasas Gadugina Bharata. Bhimakavi translated Basa Purana, a Telugu work to Kannada language. The collection of Virashaiva Vachanas called Shonya Sampadane was also published during this time. Lekkanna Dendisha wrote Shivatattva Chindamani in Kannada language. Saint Purandaradasa, Kanagadasa, Sri Padaranya and Vyasaraya enriched Dasa Sahitya. Among these, Kanagadasas, Mohana Tarangini, Nala Charite, Hari Bhakti Sara and Ramadanya Charite are important. Vidyaranya wrote Shankaravijaya and Sarvadarshana Sangraha in Sanskrit language. Sayanacharya wrote commentaries on the Vedas called Vedartha Prakasha, Ayurveda Sudhanidhi, Purushartha Sudhanidhi and other books. Kamba's wife Gangadevi wrote a book called Madravijayam. This book deals with Kambana's invasion and a description of places of pilgrimage. The court poet of Devaraya II, Srinatha, had earned the title Kavi Chakravarti. There were 8 famous poets called Ashtadigajas in Krishnadevaraya's court. Allasani Paddanna's Manucharitam, Timmanna's Parijata Abaharana and Tennali Ramakrishna's Ubbattadhyaya Charitam are important works for that period. Krishnadevaraya's court had also Tamil poets Paranjodi Iyer, Veera Raghavar, Mandala Purusha, Jnanaprakasha, Harihara and others were the great Tamil poets of this period. Paranjodi Iyer wrote Tiruvilayadal Puranam. Art and Architecture. The excellent work done by Vijayanagara king in the field of art and architecture is memorable. The emperors were known as great patrons of architecture. During this period, temples, palaces, forts, towers, huge halls, public buildings, bunds, canals and dams were constructed. The unique features of Vijayanagara art. The Vijayanagara kings continued the architectural style of Chalukyas, Cholas and Hoysalas. The unique features of their architecture was the construction of huge auditorium and marriage halls. Temples had huge towers, leaf-shaped arches and platforms. In this art, more than ornamentation, the qualities of grandeur, awe and elegance were given importance. Rough granite stone was used for construction of these structures. Important temples. During the period of Vijayanagara kings, temples were built in Hampi, Sringeri, Tirupati, Lepakshi, Karkala, such many places. The most important temple constructed in the beginning of Vijayanagara dynastic rule was Vidyashankara temple at Sringeri. The most ancient temple of Vijayanagar is Virupaksha temple at Hampi. The Vijayavittala temple of Hampi is known for its magnificent architectural beauty. The Saptasura musical pillars, huge Kalyana Mandapas, and the stone chariot have enhanced the beauty of this temple. The Dasara festival was celebrated on the Mahanavami platform constructed by Krishnadevaraya. The ambassador of Persia, Abul Razak, recorded that during this festival, kings from distant places and provincial leaders used to assemble as per the orders of the emperor. Kamal Mahal, Elephant Stable, Queen's Bath are wonderful example of Indo-Muslim architectural style. The fort of Hampi during Vijayanagara Empire was very strong with 7 circular walls around it. Music and dance. The Vijayanagara kings patronized fine arts like music, dance, drama and yakshagana. Artists enjoyed great respect in the palace and temples. Saint Purandaradasa and Kanagadasa enriched Carnatic music through their kirtanas.